Did you know the correct shade of blue generated $80 million in ad sales for Microsoft? And that 90% of your customers' initial impression of your brand are based on color alone? And ever wonder why the biggest brands in the world like Amazon spend hundreds of millions of dollars perfecting their color schemes? It's because they understand how pairing hues just right will cause users to be more likely to take certain actions. And on the flip side, how a poor color scheme can have the opposite effect, causing potential customers to never even give you a chance. So in this video, we're going over everything you need to know when it comes to color choice for your brand. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to choosing your own color. And of course, all brands have different goals. So that's why it's important to have a clear strategy and to understand the effects of choosing specific colors. It's the first thing your customers subconsciously see and affects their opinion of your entire company even before they can read a single word. With our clients, we first go deep to understand what makes them different and how they can connect better with their customers than their competitors can. So before you can select your primary or secondary colors, you at least need to answer these two questions. First, what's your personality? Are you more playful or serious? Are you trying to come across more as Apple or something fun like nuts.com? And second, how do you stand out from competitors? Are you more stiff and corporate, or are you more of the nimble rebel personality? Or does everyone feel too soft and bubbly and you can be the cleaner, more premium option? So in a nutshell, if everyone zigs, you should zag. And your visual identity should help you clearly stand out from competitors. And ultimately, great branding is all about differentiation. So once you have a better grasp of how you want to look and feel to your target audience, we recommend starting with just one primary color to tie together all your various touch points, from button styles on a login screen to even massive billboards. And while I can't stress enough that you need to focus on highlighting your unique personality and how you are different from competitors, it is helpful to keep in mind the general psychology of color. All right, let's dive into some general best practices when selecting your colors. Red is often associated with strong emotions, such as passion, energy, excitement, and urgency. It's a color that will grab attention, making it useful for something like alerts, warnings, and important information. Red can also stimulate psychological responses, such as increased heart rate and actually making people more alert and aware. So when should you use it? If you want your brand or specific message to stand out or grab attention quickly. If your company is associated with dynamic or high energy activities, or ones that you want to convey passion, desire, I think red would be a good fit. Red is also known to stimulate appetite, making it popular among food and drink companies. And let's look at some companies who use red. And one of the most iconic brands using red, Coca-Cola, uses it to convey excitement, energy, and passion. And Netflix uses red to grab attention and symbolizes passion and energy. Also, did you know the original logo used to be a deep purple color? Glad they changed. All right, next, Red Bull. The energy drink uses red to signify energy, power, and perseverance. And the retail giant Target uses it as a signal for desire, power, and energy. Blue often symbolizes trustworthiness, dependability, and reliability. It also conveys a feeling of calmness, serenity, and tranquility. And it can also symbolize depth, expertise, and wisdom. So when should you use it? Well, first, ever notice how all the big tech and health companies seem to look similar? Facebook, Twitter, RIP, LinkedIn, Skype, Microsoft, Blue Cross, and United Healthcare use varying shades of blue. Why? Studies have shown that blue helps people feel a sense of trust, reliability, and calmness. Crucial for platforms that will ask for all your personal data. And who uses it well? Facebook, now Meta, uses blue to convey connectivity, trust, and depth. Also, little known fact, according to an interview with The New Yorker, Zuckerberg is colorblind and told them, "Blue is the richest color for me." Ford uses blue in its logo to denote reliability and stability. Pepsi uses blue as part of its iconic color scheme, symbolizing freshness and vivacity. Also, in the 1940s, they modified their colors to include red, white, and blue to stand out from Coca-Cola to show support for the United States during World War II. And finally, Visa. Their blue denotes trust, reliability, and global connectivity. And expanding on the stat in the intro of this video, Microsoft's research team tested various shades of blue and found that within a user group, they interacted differently with their product based on the shade of blue alone. They ended up transitioning from a paler hue and determined that it lacked confidence. Ultimately, the team estimated the change in color generated them $80 to $90 million in ad sales. Yellow is vibrant and uplifting, often associated with joy, cheerfulness, and positivity. Its brightness can be invigorating and attention-grabbing. Yellow is perceived as warm and inviting, similar to the sun or golden hues. And in certain contexts, especially when combined with black, yellow can signify caution or warning. So when should you use it? If your company wants to capture attention quickly or make a bold statement. Or if your message revolves around optimism, energy, or positivity. If you're targeting younger demographic, and given an association with warmth and freshness, it could be a good fit for food-related companies. So who's using it well? McDonald's, obvious, I know. Their golden arches are symbolic of warmth, friendliness, and quick service. IKEA uses blue and yellow, reflecting its Swedish origin, to convey simplicity, happiness, and affordability. Snapchat's use of vibrant yellow, while it was criticized early on, allowed the brand to stand out. And while too much yellow can often be overpowering, the way that they used it led to its instant recognition. And finally, National Geographic. The yellow rectangle is iconic and suggests adventure, exploration, and quality content. Green is often associated with nature, growth, and renewal. Its presence often instills a sense of calm, reminiscent of peaceful landscapes and serene forests. Green's natural connection makes it a popular choice for health and wellness industries. And in many cultures, green represents wealth, success, and hence the greenback for money. So when should you use it? If you have an eco-friendly company wanting to emphasize your commitment to the environment. If your company centers on health, organic products, or natural remedies. It could also work well if you're a financial institution, especially those aiming to convey growth, stability, and prosperity. A dark green typically conveys more of timeless brand, where a lighter, more vibrant green can feel more youthful. So it depends on what you're trying to go for. And given green's calm nature, it's great for brands aiming to establish trust and reliability. On another side, we've seen many companies being hesitant to use green because they can't quite get the hue right. So this could be your opportunity to use it well and to stand out from your competitors. So who are some examples of companies using green well? The green Starbucks mermaid is synonymous with coffee across the globe, and their choice of green signifies growth, freshness, and ties to their commitment to sourcing sustainable and ethical coffee. The green choice has paid off, with 73% of consumers associating their own green with the entire Starbucks brand, as per a 2018 Branding Association report. And while not directly tied to nature or health, Spotify's choice of green is distinct, vibrant, and exudes a fresh approach to music. Reflecting their farming equipment roots, John Deere's green emphasizes agriculture, growth, and reliability. And with BP, the green in their Helios logo, introduced in 2000, was meant to convey the company's move toward environmental responsibility, even if it was met with some skepticism given their core business. Orange exudes warmth and zest, making it a lively choice for branding, and the color is seen as fostering fresh, innovative ideas. Its inviting nature can make a brand feel more accessible. Orange is seen as encouraging an adventurous spirit. So when should you use it? If you're aiming to attract a younger, dynamic audience, orange could help you stand out. And also, if you're in the creative industry, such as design, arts, or other similar fields where innovation is key. If you're in sports and fitness, especially those focusing on outdoor adventures or high energy activities. And some studies suggest that consumers see orange as a sign of affordability, if it's key for you to be seen as the accessible option. So who are some companies using orange well? The Home Depot. The bold orange in their logo emphasizes practicality, energy, and the DIY spirit. Nickelodeon. Reflecting its young audience, the channel uses orange to convey fun and energy. Fanta. The vibrant orange not only aligns with the product's main flavor, but it also exudes fun and youthfulness. And a completely end of the other spectrum is Harley-Davidson. With their primary color black, the orange elements in their logo add a touch of adventure and energy. Purple. Historically, purple was a color reserved for kings and queens, and its association with nobility is still persisting today. Purple often conveys a sense of the mystical and the enigmatic. It's a color that can spark creativity and innovation. Purple has been associated with the divine and introspective thought as well. So when should you use it? If you have a luxurious brand and you want to emphasize your elite status or high-end offerings, often design studios, art galleries, or brands promoting imaginative thinking use purple. Health and wellness, particularly in areas focused on mental well-being or spiritual growth. And also, purple can convey both fun and dreaminess, making it suitable for toys and books. All right, here's some examples of companies using purple. Now, the deep purple of Cadbury signifies its rich and indulgent chocolates. And also, in 1914, they introduced the color as a tribute to Queen Victoria of England. And almost 100 years later, the High Court ruled in favor of preventing companies like Nestle and all other chocolate makers from using the color Pantone 2865C on their products. And straight from Twitch themselves, there is no Twitch without purple, period. Purple is the only color alive enough to represent our collective creativity, mischievousness, and energy. Our new purple is brighter and more vibrant to match that energy. And using purple, Hallmark emphasizes its heartfelt messages and special moments its products are made out of. Purple conveys Yahoo's combination of innovation and accessibility. Also, co-founder Jerry Yang shared how when he was just starting out, he sent his co-founder to buy gray paint to paint their office walls. But after the paint dried, they realized they had accidentally bought lavender. So it all worked out because years later, Yahoo became inseparable from their purple color. Black is frequently associated with luxury and high-end items. It conveys a sense of power and dominance. Black is timeless and often related to modern and sleek designs. It can also add an element of intrigue and allure. So when should you use it? Now, the easiest way to make anything feel more premium and exclusive is to use black. But going a little more deeper, if you have a luxury brand, using black in some way may be kind of unavoidable. And if you're aiming for a sleek, modern image or a tech company, now many fashion brands use black for its chic and timeless appeal. Black will help you be seen in the industry as a leader or expert. And you'll see a lot of companies even shifting to use black more in their work. And finally, black is simply a great choice if you want to remain neutral and versatile, appealing to a wide audience. And here are some examples of companies using black. The fashion house Chanel uses black to convey a timeless elegance and luxury. While it uses various colors, black is often dominant in Nike's branding, emphasizing strength and performance. Black underscores the Mercedes-Benz brand, luxury, sophistication, and authoritative stance in the auto industry. The New York Times. As a leading publication, black in its logo helps denote authority, reliability, and depth. And on the other side, white often symbolizes cleanliness and a fresh start. It suggests a lack of clutter, evoking a modern, sleek design ethos. White can also indicate faultlessness and a pristine nature. It can also make designs feel more spacious and open. So when should you use it? If you want your brand to feel clean and high-end, it's often useful to use a large amount of white space. And if you have a health or wellness brand aiming to emphasize purity and natural ingredients, if you have a tech company seeking a minimalist, modern, and clean aesthetic, if you have a fashion or design company and you want to appear crisp and timeless. White serves as a neutral backdrop for brands that want versatility, allowing for other colors to stand out and pop. And the clarity of white can also symbolize openness. All right, so here are some examples of companies using white. Known for its clean, minimalist design, Apple often uses white in its product designs and marketing materials. Emphasizing purity and care, the Dove brand predominantly uses white in its product packaging and advertising. And while Tesla uses other colors too, white stands out in many of its designs, suggesting modernity and innovation. Coca-Cola, their Diet Coke and the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar lines emphasize the color white, contrasting it with the classic red of the original, suggesting a cleaner, lighter beverage option. Adidas, often using white in its footwear and apparel, emphasizing simplicity and a clean design. Now, what about gradients and combining colors? Well, let me give you a quick story. In 2016, Instagram moved from its iconic Polaroid-inspired logo to a gradient mixture of colors. The change to a pastel background and a simplified icon was initially met with a ton of skepticism and a shocking amount of pushback, but ultimately, its aim was to emphasize the colorful content of its user. And following this change, Instagram saw a 20% uptick in daily active users, showcasing the subtle power of color. Another critical point to remember is that maintaining consistency in shade is essential. Coca-Cola's consistent shade of red, recognized globally, is a testament to this. Also, with studies showing how the color red can trigger impulse buys and stimulating appetite, it'd be stupid of them to change it. And as we mentioned before, differentiation is equally crucial. If your market is saturated with brands all kind of showcasing this blue, well, how do you stand out? The secondary or accent color may also play a pivotal role, something like even how Pepsi did that, where they added the additional colors of red, white, and blue, where Coca-Cola just had red. And finally, in another critical angle, colors have different meanings across cultures. For instance, while white is often associated with purity in Western cultures, it signifies mourning in many Eastern cultures. Brands like McDonald's often tweak their colors slightly to cater to cultural nuances in different regions. By understanding how to choose the right colors for your brand, you can predict how people will view you. If you aren't consciously thinking about the impressions that your colors will make, you probably should be now. And if you'd rather not make one of the most important branding decisions for your company all by yourself, well, just let you know that we help companies like yours gain confidence in their brand strategy and visual identity, and especially how they present themselves. So you can sell more at a higher price point by feeling more like the premium option. If you need help to craft a brand with the right colors, hit the link in the description. And that's all for this one. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.